Okay, so pull out your sheets that you had. In the book, they're the ones that look like this, that matrix that I've been asking you to bring the last couple times. I'm going to try to pull it up on this and maybe even use the gizmo if I can get it figured out. Okay, so on your sheet, we've got home base identified in kind of a different way. So, using the letters that I have now to represent the areas that we did before, what areas represent consumer surplus? Where is consumer surplus in a free market? ABC, good. And what about producer surplus? G, F, and J. Good. So there's producer surplus, there's consumer surplus. So we're going to look at this a little bit differently. And we're always going to come back to home base on which our starting place. So in the matrix down here, we're going to go through all 6 of these ultimately and try to establish what the welfare impacts are of imposing that policy. So the government imposes a tax of $2 is our first thing, and what I'm asking you to calculate is the change in consumer and producer surplus. So a tax of $2, we were just doing taxes. Try to imagine your friend the tax wedge. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. I don't usually use this thing very much. So we float in our tax wedge. And, ooh, this worked. Cool. All right, so there's our tax. So on your papers, go ahead and draw that in. Our equilibrium starting place here was Q1. And our initial price was $4. Maybe this is the corn market or something, right? So we're going to impose a tax on corn. And using our tax wedge system, that's going to drop the quantity after the tax to QT. The top part of the wedge touches the demand curve, giving us the price that consumers pay. And the producers, the farmers, are not going to be getting $5. $5 minus $2 gives you $3 is what the price the farmers or the producers are going to receive. What is the new consumer surplus after the tax?
AB.
A, B? E? Did I hear E? Is that what you said? B. So B. So A and B?
Yeah.
Definition of consumer surplus. Difference between what and what?
What people are willing to pay. And
Willing to pay versus
what they pay.
what they pay. What are they paying after the tax? $5. The new consumer surplus is what area?
A.
A. Just A. So the new consumer surplus area is A. What is the change in consumer surplus compared to before the tax and after the tax?
You took away B and C.
We took away B and C. So we got B and C that are gone. So on your, let me see if I can get this, how does that work? Oh, it can't do that. Oh, there it came back. Okay. So does that mean I can do it down here too? This is what I normally do with something else. So the change was minus B minus C. All right. Producers. What is the new producer surplus? J. So the producers are receiving $3. The difference between what they actually receive and the minimum, actual, minimum, actual, minimum, actual, minimum. So that is this little triangle. What is the change?
Took away F and G.
Took away F and G. Minus F. Minus, what is it? G?
Yeah.
G. I can keep this over here as my little reminder. Government. What are they getting out of this policy change? Anything?
B and F.
B and F. That's the tax revenue. So the change in government revenue is plus B plus F. The net change to society, if we add up all of the changes, let's see, we got minus B cancels with plus B, minus F with plus F. Oops, we're all done. Minus C minus G. All right, so that is this area here, which we haven't talked about. Oh, what happened to my thing?
Shifted up.
How did I do that? Okay, well, this C and G is an amount lost by society called the dead. Don't scribble this big on your thing. The dead weight loss. So that C and G area that we lost was used to be consumers and producers. Now it's nobody's. There's an overall, I'm not going to be able to use this thing next time, negative effect of C and G for consumers. So for Monday, do the subsidy here. Do the subsidy. And I think we already got one of the chapters, chapter 5, homework for Sunday. Chapter 5, homework for Sunday, which is just consumer and producer surplus. Oh, time out. I just thought of something. I'm looking for those of you for Sunday. I've got a sign-up sheet. I've got some names on it already. So we're just going to have fun at the lodge, eat some food, talk about business, majors, minors, concentrations, meet other business people. So if you can come up and sign up for that and plan on attending, we're just trying to get a head count for food. Right. I see no time to see over here. All right. Got a wedding? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. After 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll still be there then. Yeah, stop by.
If not, then I'll just shoot you another email.
Okay. Was it what to talk about the